It is time to do a CSS battle. We have a staircase. Still can't spell style. I'm going to make the HTML this purple color, and then I'm going to figure out what I'm doing. It looks like the gray thing here, whatever the gray L shape is the same size, and then the army green square kind of gets tacked on 3 times, where the gray L repeats 4 times. That's the way I think it's kind of laid out. So how do I want to do that? I think I'm going to ignore the body, and I think I'm going to style a DL. I don't know if this is the right move or not. We'll see. Alright, so I have a DL. It's going to have a border of 20 pixels, solid, this gray color. There's the thing. It's good that I have a thing. Margin is going to be 30, 50, 0, and I don't know, 200. I always do that backwards. I always do it exactly backwards. 50, this one's going to be 200. Alright, it's not the right place, but that's okay. 30 is 31? 30, no. 30's right. That's the one thing that's right. This is the one that's not right. 52. Okay. Into 50. 70. 60, of course. 2. Padding 20. 10. And then it's going to change because I need to do some things and I'm not using border box, but that's okay. Border width, and I can get rid of this one. The top is going to be 0, the right is going to be 0, 30, and 30. Not right, but stepping closer. Okay, it's not down far enough, and it's too wide. 25 and 25. And how do I push it down? With more padding? 20. That's too much, I bet. The border's still too wide. It's 22. Maybe it's different. 20. No, 25. 5. 28. Of course. Why wasn't I thinking 28? What's this going to be? 19. And 28. 17. 16. Okay. There is one of the things. Now the question is, can I just do that? No, I can't, because it's technically inside the thing. This is the reason I have trouble positioning DLs. The other option that I have, and why is that one so different? I understand why this top one's getting pushed down, because this is inside of it, and that's fine. But, also I can't use sibling selector, I have to use child selector, DL. Oh. That'll make it better. Alright, so what is this thing doing? Adding 50? Okay. So it needs some horizontal padding. I don't know why. Let's try 16. And it's not big enough at 16. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put them all in here. And I'm also going to put in, I think, 3 paragraph tags. And paragraph, border. I don't think I want to do border. I'm just going to do background like a silly person. Background. This color. Padding. 20 pixels. It's going to be less than that, and I don't need this 8 pixels. 10. And margin. I'm not going to try to get this correct yet, but it's going to be something like 20, 15. Looks closer. Of course, it's probably 14 because of 28, right? So for it to be the right size, it's going to be that. Margin 20. We'll just leave margin 20 for now. Okay. So, subsequent, or child DL, child DL, margin minus 20, minus 50. Okay. 0, 10. Okay, what happens if I move that up? Oh. Not much. Okay, what happens if I copy it up? Does it have to be more? One of the things is it doesn't work because of that. Okay. Okay. Now, can I specify I can get close? What if the height is 10? What if the height is 0? Okay, purple squares. Why are the squares purple? I mean, I'm clearly specifying their background here. I'm sure that these are the squares. Outline 1 pixel solid. What is going on with that? That's interesting. I don't even understand that. That doesn't change anything. What if these are just completely separate? Then things get weird. Okay, the first one's actually in the right spot. This one needs to be a little higher, so its margin will be 45 and 30, 42, a little higher, 44, adding 16.5. That made it smaller. Oh yeah, because it's inheriting 16. Okay. So 16, 20, 4, 8. No, it's too much. 22, 21. Of course, it's 21. And then this one needs to move back. Margin 24, 42. It'll still be 40. I don't know why it's not changing at all. That's interesting. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, that's almost them. 21. And then I don't need to select that one at all. Alright, now for the other box. In theory, I could do another DL. I don't think that's what I want to do, because I have enough trouble with this one. So I'm just going to select a paragraph, and that moves everything. If it's at the end, it's also going to move everything, right? Nope. Okay. Can I margin this at like minus 200? It's too far, but that's okay. And minus. That is right. So actually, I want that one there. 0 minus 150. Okay, this one's going to be 180, 70, 60, 4, 150, 190. Turn the outline off. That's in almost the right place. 188, 89. I don't like that number. And then I'm just going to box shadow. I don't know what it is. 100 pixels. 100. Neither of these. That's not right, because these are such interesting numbers. 80, 70, looks right. Is that 70? No, of course not. 60. That looks right. And then it's going to be 140 pixels, 120 pixels. Surprise. And this color, that looks right. 14 minutes. This is not a great solution, but it's a solution. If I didn't do all this DL hackery, I think box shadow would actually be shorter. And if I'm going to do the DL thing, maybe I should just commit to the DL thing. I don't know. I'm going to cheat just because it's faster. And if I submit 281, And it's not really 281. It's going to be 240 something by the time my character replace and substitute background and margin. Margin's used. Well, I can't. Yeah, I can do background. Margin I have to do multiple times because there's very little inheritance going on. Margin's actually not worth substituting. So it's going to be 260. But I think I want to bail on the DL. And just do, can I do body selector? Get rid of that. Border. This color, whoops, those were the wrong order of buttons. This color, solid. And border width 0, 0, 28, 28. And then margin, I don't know what it was, 50. $50, 180. This one's going to be 150, and this one's going to be 50. Okay, let's see where we are. All right. I'm going to turn off my paragraph for a minute. That's not the thing I want. That's the thing I want. Okay. We're too far down. 40. We're not far enough in, so let's make this 250. Let's make this 250, 230, 220, 210. That's actually something that's close to correct. 30 and 60. Now we just need to come in a little more, I think, to 80, 70. Okay, there's that. And now, box shadow. Let's try 70 pixels, 60 pixels. Oh, I can't box shadow that. That's why. I can't box shadow that. I mean, I can box shadow it, obviously, but it's not a border anymore. That's why I didn't do it this way, you dummy. 2 minutes. Alright. Box shadow 70, 60. 140, 120, and 210, 180. There's those. Alright, paragraph back. Now, everything is messed up, and that's okay. Color, this one. Margin, not minus 164, not all these weird numbers. Let's start with 0. That's a good starting point, 0. Why does it get bigger when it gets box shadowed? Oh, because it has borders. That's why. I can put the border stuff in this selector. Whoops. so that it doesn't get inherited, but it's still bigger. That's weird. Alright, time's up. Score for today, official score 281. I'm going to play with this a little more off camera, but you guys don't have to watch me struggle anymore. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time.